Well, hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to tonight's live stream. I hope you are all doing very good. Let's just check the frame rate of the camera. Yeah, it's doing all right. And of course, we've got a train whistle. Welcome to a Wednesday. Welcome to Season 11. That's right, we started Season 12 4 live streams ago. But I did promise we'd come back to Season 11 for one more stream. And that's because we're going to have a look at your game saves. So there we go. Why not vertical anymore? The vertical stream isn't working for some reason. I did a test between now and last time, and I managed to get the horizontal stream, the vertical stream, the Twitch stream, the Steam stream, and recording all working at the same time. Now, at the moment, we're not recording tonight, so that's fine. But also, we are live on Twitch and we are live on Steam. So we are still live in 3 locations. It was just the vertical that bugged out. So we'll have to do more testing in the future. But hello and welcome. Yes, you see 38,000 on the board. That's right. We're actually on the we're actually a little bit over that now. Let's go have a look. 38,063. So there we go. Thank you very much, everybody, for all your support. Now, we have tonight for you guys 3 special game saves for us to peruse. We've got a submission from Gil Games. Okay. We have one from Thomas. And the other person was... Let me just check. I think it was... Yeah, WW. Okay, so WW, Thomas, and Gil Games. So thank you very much to everybody who submitted their saves throughout the series. And roll on 40k, exactly. I think maybe we should just shoot for 50, Steerpipe Sister. I think we should just shoot for 50 and just go there. There we go. Where are you as a percentage of being full-time? Oh my goodness, that's a difficult question to answer. I was going to do a video on the second channel about that, but this week's just gone absolutely haywire, and we've had all sorts of problems in terms of logistics and technical issues. I was ill at the beginning of last week, but I did manage to get my video out yesterday. 100k, go big or go home. That might be quite a big jump. But I did. We've got some exciting stuff going on, folks. Yeah, we've got a lot of exciting things going on. You've been programming a website. I've been doing some programming. I'll tell you about that in a bit. Yes. Can I give you guys a percentage? Let me go have a look. I've got some documents which help me track things, and it's quite difficult to do that sort of stuff. So what would you? So there is a way. I do work out a percentage, right? I do track a percentage. And last month, the number came out at 65% of the way to full-time. And it's been a year. So it's been a year to get from what is going to be... It was roughly like 8% when I was doing it as a hobby. And we've got it from 8% to 65% in 12 months. Now, really, that needed to be 100%. But the support's been good. Progress has been good. We keep pushing, and we'll try and get that 100%. And that 100% needs to be there, and it needs to be maintained to be able to keep pushing forward. I can still see people flying into the stream, so we'll give people a moment to get settled. I'll answer questions in the chat. Then we'll just jump through the news and head on out. Thomas wants a train whistle. You can certainly have a train whistle. We're looking at your game save tonight. We are, indeed. Oh, one of my lights isn't working, and I think it's because my son turned it off. Hang on a second. Oh no, there we go. The background blue lights are in. There we go. A train whistle for you as well. Yeah. So pot noodles for the whole family. Yeah, I mean, it is challenging to be able to do what I'm trying to do. It's not easy. I've had a lot of help, both from the community and from other content creators. In terms of ideas, pointing out where I might have gone wrong, bouncing things backwards and forwards off people who are in the same industry is so valuable. I don't think Jackamac's here tonight, but we've had quite a lot of chats, me and Jackamak, And it was Spiff that said, my thumbnails are terrible and I need to do better. And he was definitely right. Warhammer 40k. What? No, not Warhammer 40k. Just 40k. Yes. Right. How are we doing? Okay. I think most people who are here at the beginning are now here. So let's transition into important newsy bits, and then we'll get the game running and start looking at the game saves. And we'll use the wheel to decide who we're going to look at first. I think that's a good idea. That's a bit of fun, isn't it? So, also there's the now and next stuff, but I haven't updated it. Shall I update it in real time? Okay, well, I'll update it in real time. Here we go. To be fair, OpenTTD is a tiny niche, so you're doing amazing. I mean, yeah, OpenTTD is a tiny niche. My channel isn't OpenTTD. My channel is retro and retro style trains and transport. Only 1/3 of my content is OpenTTD, so you make that what of you will. But the algorithm tends to, push the OpenTTD videos out a bit more. We've got obviously version 15 coming up. That'd be quite good to get my teeth into and do videos about. Any feedback of others is useful if it helps you in the long run. Yeah. I thank you to everybody who has supported me in so many ways. And so I will mention the newsy bits. Interestingly, the monthly giveaway is RimWorld. We've done this one a couple of times before, and it was an option to give away, and some people have already got the base game and they're kind of looking for the DLCs. But the problem is that there's no point in me giving away DLCs if people haven't got the base game. So I'll just do the base game. If you want to take part, go to portal.masterhellish.net to take part in the monthly giveaway. There is going to be a Christmas party-a-thon, and that is going to be on Saturday the 13th of December. It's going to start at 3 o'clock UK time, and we're going to have 1 hour on the clock. And we're going to see how long we can go on for. The maximum we can go for is through till midnight. So it could be a very long stream. That will have a public multiplayer game of OpenTTD, along with other games and giveaways and offers and all sorts of good stuff. Maybe a part-time job would be a nice balance. Frog Hermit, that might work for somebody who had 0 other responsibilities, right? So if you are by yourself and you've got nothing to do at all, you could probably do a part-time job and try and build a channel. But if you've got a family, if you've got kids, if you've got other responsibilities, there is no way that you'd be able to put enough effort into content creation to make it effective. I see the graph change. Like if I get time taken away from content creating for whatever reason, I see the graph start trending down, or the upwards trend stop trending up so much. I see it. You have to be putting the time and effort in constantly to be able to push things going up. So in my position, there is no possibility for a balance, unfortunately. But you guys can help out in many different ways, and one of the things you can do is come along to the Christmas party-a-thon on December the 13th, so watch out for that. We're going to be having more community gaming nights on the Variety channel. That's my second channel, and there is no meetup on Monday. We're skipping a week, but when we come back, we've got Factorio, so if that's something you're interested, go over to the Discord, check out the community gaming nights channel and stuff on there. The Master Hellish OpenTTD server, of course, is open, and people can indeed get started and play on that. Just follow the rules. All the information's on the Discord. And the reason why we are skipping a week of the community gaming night is we've got a special recording going on. So if you want to potentially be part of a special OpenTTD recording, then come over to the Discord and look for the thread in the OpenTTD channel. There's only basic information in there about when it is. It's going to be at the same time the stream would normally be, but check it out. Okay, check it out. It's going to be potentially extremely interesting for those who would take part, and it may be turned into a video. So we will have to see. Okay. And then we're running out of news items now, but we have got a pretty interesting one. Some of you may be interested in, some of you might not be interested. But before we go on to that, thank you very much to Thomas for membership on the channel. There we go. You got a channel membership there over on the YouTubes. Thank you very much for helping out. Gil Games, welcome to the stream. Your game's one of the ones that we will be looking at tonight. Thomas and Gil Games are the two of them, and the other one I've temporarily forgotten. But we'll get you on the wheel and spin it. The one other big piece of news at the moment is, where's my button for it? Is that I have a brand new video out. Okay, so which one's that one? Right, let me see if I can find the correct thing for this. So, where's it gone? There is a brand new Pixels and Platforms video that came out yesterday. And it's this one, right? Child of Two Giants. It is a video all about locomotion, okay? It's part documentary, part review, part let's play. And I'm hoping you guys jump on board with that. It took over 5 days to make that video. So I hope you like it. Okay. And I'm really enjoying the Pixels and Platform series. I hope you guys are as well. And yes, finally, the last piece of news that I've got for you guys is, as it's been alluded to in chat, I have a new channel. So I have a third channel now. That channel is called Hellish.raw. Okay. Now, the Hellish.raw channel is very much that, raw. It is just gaming footage from me. There is no editing. There are no special thumbnails. No search engine optimization. Nothing. If I do some gaming, which normally would have been not recorded because it wasn't for content creation, it's just me chilling out and gaming, that normally would have just disappeared into nowhere. But what I'm doing now is I'm recording those casual gaming sessions and I'm dropping them on hellish.raw. So if you want even more Hellish for all sorts of games, go and check it out. There's a link to that on my link tree, on my website, and at the bottom of my channel page. And Steerpipe Sister just smashed it out there into the chat as well. You really dug the locomotion video. Yeah. You called it last stream. Yeah, the locomotion video has been coming for many, many months. It's been on my radar. I was trying to find the angle to come from it and get it working and all that sort of thing. I wanted to be able to do it without using OpenLoco, and there was a lot of testing involved and all that sort of thing. Oh, actually, I forgot about the day of testing. So yeah, it was a 6-day video, that one. And of course, I was ill recently as well, which is why there's been a big gap in the videos. You saw I was playing it on Steam. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just jump into a game, though, just to do some testing or to check something. So you never know. You never know what I'm really up to. But do check the video out. There it is. It's going to be great, and you'll have to have a look. Yeah. Thinking on an OpenLoco series since the last video. Unlikely to do any series at the moment. I'm focusing on one-off videos for a little while, and then we'll come back to series and stuff in a while. So we're going to be doing things like challenges, we're going to be doing tutorial videos, we're going to be doing Pixels and Platforms, and we might even start doing the Games of My Life series, which is basically the video documentary review let's play videos of the Trips Down Memory Lane live streams. Okay, so there we go, folks. There's the big news. We've got a fantastic event coming up on Saturday the 13th of December, which includes OpenTTD, big multiplayer public game. Factorio isn't on Monday, but it will be the week after. On Monday, we've got an OpenTTD recording that you can be involved with. Come over to the Discord, find the channel and check it out. And remember, you can register to be part of Season 12. All the information's on my website, masterhellish.net/S12 for Season 12. You have a challenge, help you understand signals. Watch my tutorials. Hopefully that would work. Some of those tutorials are being redone for version 15, so look out for those coming up. Lots of cool stuff coming up. Hope you guys are getting on board with that. And do remember that if you're watching streams or videos and you see something funny or interesting, do use the YouTube feature to clip it. It helps me out a great deal. People are still joining the stream. Welcome, everybody. If you've missed the beginning, welcome, hello. Tonight, we're going to be looking at the viewers' game saves from Season 11. That's right. Even though we've started Season 12, I did say at the end of Season 11 we would have one more stream, and I would give you a few months to catch up and submit your game saves. So we've got Signals are for noobs, apparently. Yeah, so we've got 3 that we've picked for tonight. I'm just thick. No, you just need to practice. That's all. You just need to practice. Oh, and you've liked the stream, have you? Well, yeah, well, everybody should like the stream, right? Everybody should come along and just like the stream. There we go. Right, folks, and for those of you who missed it at the beginning, we were supposed to be streaming vertical as well as horizontal tonight, but the vertical stream's dead. So everybody needs to be on this stream, but I am on Twitch, and I am on Steam as well. There we go. Oh, right. We ready? Are we ready for the actual finale of Season 11? I'm not. I'm not ready for the finale of Season 11. I haven't even got OpenTTD open yet. I do need to get it. Oh, right, okay. So a small story.
Well, here we go. It's tangent time.
So yes, the vertical stream would be for mobile people who are in the shorts feed and all that sort of thing. So I've been doing some development recently, mod development for OpenTTD, specifically scripts. There is a script which I have now called version 1 and completed. And have I got it here open? No. So I'll just refer up to here. Where's it gone? So there is. It's called the Master Hellish Stat Tracker script. Okay, and you can use the Stat Tracker script to track all sorts of things in your game. It will track the number of industries, the number of towns, crashes, types of crashes, mergers, bankruptcies, number of vehicles in the game. It will track all of those things and give you a log of that every year or every period. And that script is all sorted and ready to roll. There is another script which hopefully I'm going to be getting out soon as well. They're not going to be available from in-game. You have to go to my GitHub to get the files. But the links are on my touchboard. No, the links are on my link tree and on my website. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, we'll do it. Put it on Bananas. I probably will. I just want it, before anything goes on there, I want it to get to version 1. And then I want to give it a chance for people to try it out a little bit. And as long as people are like, yeah, we don't need a quick 1.1 here, then I'll put it on. Obviously, 1.1 could be a thing that happens. Right, are there any questions about any of the things that I've talked about? I'll give you a second while I set up the wheel. So we're going to use the wheel to choose who's going to go first. Let's see. So the options are Gil Games, it's Thomas, and Weedrubia. They're the 3 that I have lined up, ready for tonight's live stream. And we'll spin the wheel and find out who is going to get their game featured first tonight. And I'll also remember where I need to open OpenTTD from. I've got so many different versions of OpenTTD installed, it is ridiculous. I think I've got like nearly 22 versions of OpenTTD. Yeah, you're not sure of the point of the vertical bit. Yeah, well, that's for people who are watching, scrolling on shorts, Brandon. So there you go. That's the point. And if it's not something you do, and if you're not part of the vertical generation, you probably won't see the point. But it is worth experimenting with. We'll see if we get it working. You're not expecting a stream today. Yes, usually it's on a Thursday. That's not possible this week. But I thought, seeing as we're doing Season 11, it doesn't matter. We'll get back to Season 12 next week. And the people that are going to be taking part in next week's Season 12 stream has already been selected and contacted. So don't worry about that. Right, let's spin the wheel. Down with the kids. I'm having to get a little bit down with the kids a little bit. You're part of the vertical generation. You don't see the point. I see. Then you're obviously not that Oh, Thomas, you're first. Right, let's load your game save. So I'm going to go into my Let's Plays folder, Season 11, Viewers Saves, Thomas's save. Make sure I get the right one because there's 2. Hey, there we go. What I will say as well, before we jump into OpenTTD, is that in addition to the stat tracking script, I'm working on at least 2 other scripts at the moment. One of them is for Monday. So if you want to be part of that multiplayer game, Yeah, okay, hang on. Thank you very much. Right then. We are going to jump into OpenTTD. I'm just making sure that... Are there any labels? Thomas, did you put... Oh my goodness, there's loads of labels. Right, okay. Where's your HQ? I'm going to find that first. Right, I'm not seeing any labels at your HQ, so it looks like you didn't change any game settings. Yeah. So here we go into OpenTTD. It still says test stream. It's fine. It's not a test stream. Don't worry, folks. I was testing, obviously. Oop, we can get rid of that. It's not a test stream. We are actually streaming. And this is Thomas's Let's Play. There we go. Testing, testing, indeed. And let's unpause it. Let's unpause it. Look at this. What on earth am I looking at right away here? So we're looking at the game saves out of a point of interest. If you're wondering, we're looking to learn. Maybe we look to see if there's anything we can improve on. Maybe there's anything we can learn from what's going on. This is obviously a very dense section of the map. The ships are loud. Oh, I can't see that. Hang on. There we go. That should be a little better. Volume indeed. Right, that should be much better. But look at this, right? We'll start off with the company information. And we can see from the company information screen that there are 445 trains. 2,180 road vehicles. That's a lot, right? Ships, good number of ships, and some aircraft. Company value, pretty much 30 billion. That is impressive. That is impressive. I wonder if that's the biggest we'll see tonight. What do you guys think? Setting the bar here. Well, let's move away from those crazy ships to begin with. Obviously, there's the HQ in the middle of the island there. We can go this way a little bit. We can see that there's a little bit of network here that is not electrified. Yeah. It's not that many ships. It's interesting to see because I electrified. No, I turned my entire network to MacLeod, didn't I? But there's some old school stuff going on here. You can see that we've got some double humpy depots, and the train good length off there, so that's good. There is no electrified rail, of course. In this climate, there is no electrified rail. Good old diesel, yes. If you look at the list here, you go to monorail, and then you go maglev and Vactube. That's it. Let's see. Let's have a look at your station design. Why am I not toggling? Oh, my control key's stuck down. That happens sometimes. I still need to get a new keyboard, don't I? Here we go. So, let's have a look at the station design here. Oh yeah, pretty straightforward. Standard terminus. Just a bunch of tracks going in, a bunch of tracks going out. Obviously, you can't have a train coming in and out at the same time unless you just happen to be lucky with the platforms. But this will work. This won't cause any problems at all. Nice to see some good networks in there. Now, look at this for a station design. You're probably going to get a little bit of slowdown here. So we've got, looks like 2 trains waiting to leave. Or is that 3? No, it's two trains waiting to leave. See, this is a situation where you can get one coming in and out at the same time. And there's a tunnel under it as well. I wonder if the town put that tunnel in. Oh, we can find out, can't we? Land ownership. Okay. Looks like Thomas put it in. Interesting. Well, we've had a look at the stuff over here. We can see the finances. We know there's a lot of money. Obviously, the loan's going to be paid off with a £30 billion bank account. So that's fantastic. We're around the 500th period, which is I think that's where the season was supposed to end. I can't remember, to be honest. And What was next? Oh yes, let's have a look at the world map. Oh my goodness. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. This map is mostly city. There's like, oh god, let's get rid of the town names. We also need to get rid of these notifications because it's news and advices. There we go. Right, okay, so renew, review orders, economy. Where's renew gone? Nope, nope, nope. Warn if income is negative, no. Warn if loss, no. Could have sworn there was a renew one. Let's have a look. Renew. No. Warn if vehicle is lost. Let's get rid of that. Oh, did I turn that one on? It was off. I did. My bad. Sorry, I did the opposite of what I wanted. Yeah, I'm going crazy here, aren't I? Company, advice information on company's vehicles. Let's turn that off. That might do it. Okay. So we can see here that there is mostly city. Look at that. What is the world population? World population is 15 million. That is a lot. Is anybody taking notes on these settings? 15 million population. Nearly 16. Let's have a look at the biggest one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this city, Leffingly, is nearly 500,000 in population. You don't know where that's... Oh, I was going to say you don't know where that city ends or that city begins, but you can kind of see where the middle of the city ends, right? There's like the curve round here of this circle of where the larger ones are. So if you can like continue that circle around, then that's the rough center of the city. And then presumably that is kind of part of the outskirt there. And then you can't see any more outskirts. So if you infer that, yeah, you're kind of looking about the city is sort of this sort of size. But it's difficult to say for sure. Very difficult to say for sure. Very big town. I can't remember. I started my series over here-ish. Oh, yes. I think it was Laughing Bridge, right? Somewhere around here, there was an oil well, so probably isn't there now, right? I'm not sure, but I think that fruit plantation was there. It's difficult to see. Obviously, through all the towns. Oh, and there's some vac tube. Ooh, cool. Where's that going? Oh, so there's vac tube going north and south. Right, so we've got vac tube going into a station here. Why are those bridges? There's some oh, I see. It's just a way to bring all the tracks together. So you have the inline going low and splitting out, and then you have the outline just going on bridges to stay up, and then it comes together. How do you get time to create all this great stuff? This one isn't me. This one isn't me. This is Thomas's one. Maybe we should label it. Maybe should we put their name on the screen? Let's do that. Let's use my notes thing. There we go. So we can remind ourselves who this one is. So this is. Did we work out how many? It was 100 hours of gameplay, wasn't it? Oh, of course, there's a vac tube liner all the way around the edge of the world. Of course there is. I mean, this station, the coverage is terrible, but you know why? You've just done it on the edge, and it's going to grow into it, right? And it's a single line round the edge. I did a dual line. Oh, you've got industries growing on it. Yes. Tiny bit of shipping going on down here. Town's going crazy with all the different bridges that it can produce. It's interesting what the towns do when they grow this huge. You definitely got much bigger towns than me. And you can see how they've kind of just completely enveloped the landmass around here. I do wonder if you did that. I bet you had a hand in this, right? Water. Okay, so yeah, looks like you put these bridges in, and it looks like you put the road in as well. Yeah, Thomas, you put some of this road in. So this isn't natural. This is kind of worked out by you. Is this kind of like a homage to the Netherlands or something? It seems like it might well be. And somewhere around here was one of the smallest potential towns. I think it was Dat Hill. And one of the other tiny towns on the map was in a lake oh my goodness, where's it gone? I think it was over here, but it looks like you've grown the land out. Yes. You've definitely done a good amount of land shaping, haven't you? This wasn't like this. This has all been... You can see where the rivers ended. Right? Can you see that? So that the rivers kind of end here and here and here. So you know that the coastline was kind of like this. And you've just filled it all in. We caught you. Figured it out. What's this station doing? And why is there 900 people at it? Yeah, why is there 900 people at this station? There's nobody within the coverage. And it's not just going... Oh, hang on. Have you spread stationed it into the town? What? Oh my goodness. Ah, okay. You've increased the station spread. That's what it is. The Netherlands. Lol. Yeah, complete disregard for nature. I don't know about complete disregard. So you must have tweaked some settings then. Spread. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You changed the station spread to 64 tiles. And train length? You changed that to 21. Did you change any of the limits? Yeah, you changed the maximum number of road vehicles to 3,000. We did say just up the road limit, the vehicle limits as much as you need. So there we go. Right, that's why that coverage is in there like that. Massive airport in the middle of a city. Obviously, any airport that you put in early on is just going to be completely surrounded now with thousands and thousands of people just... Oh, well, I covered it up with a tooltip, but you get the idea. Did you maybe turn off the labels to see the rule changes? I did have a little look to see if I could see them. Let's have a look. Let's put the labels back again. No, the labels are turned on, and the HQ is here. So there's no labels about settings changes on this map that would appear, unless you've shoved them in the corner. You made it? You made what? I don't see where it is. It does look as if you've done almost entirely passengers. I've just realised, like passengers and mail, have you done any industry at all? Look. Industry, 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 industry. Oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, have we got some sort of deadlock? We got a load of trains waiting. Well, we're not paused. This is a big queue. Okay. Found it. Look at this. We've got a little tiny error. On the end of these platforms, trains can get in the platform, but they can't cross over to get to the exit. So each of the 3 platforms where they can get in is occupied and the trains can't get out. And that means that then they're backed up here. They're backed up all the way down there, through this station, down the line, through this junction, down the line. Oh my goodness, how far does this go? Oh, wow. Oh, no, that's still... There we go. Okay, so the end of the traffic jam is here. So this train's probably got, yeah, 0% reliability. How big is that on the map? Oh, wow, that's quite the backup. Look. It goes from... let's see if I can get this right. Yeah, it goes from over here all the way down to about there. Okay, so there is a long tailback across a good portion of the map. Yeah. So, oh, what have I just done? I just closed Touch Portal. I didn't mean to. There we go, we're back. Alex Brown says, all I can spare at the moment, thanks for the vid. Well, it's very welcome. I do always say, you know, I am quite happy if you've got some disposable income and you want to send it my way. That does help me. It does support everything I do. But if you haven't, don't. Do please. And if you want to support me, then you can do so in other ways. If you go to masterhellish.net, there are several different ways to support me. Fix it for him. Ah, okay. And yes, so if you go to that website, there's a button that says support, or in the menu it says support, and most of those ways are free. Right, so it's monorail. Okay, so I have to kind of... oh, no. Oh, there we go. And of course, these trains are constantly breaking down, so they're going to take forever to get out of the way. We're getting there. So yeah, if you do want to support me, you can do so lots of different ways, and there is a page with all the different things you can do, and most of the things on that list are free. Oh, that train can't even get out because the station's too short. It's a double oops. Flatline required. So I don't know if that was just a little mistake or you was going to do that later. Right, let's see if I can fix it now. There we go. Catching live again. It's always good to catch live. Remember, folks, not only am I live tonight, but I'm also going to be live on Friday. Have I scheduled that stream? Let's go to the events on the Discord. Oh yeah, Settlers 3. Oh, that's going to be so fun. Make sure you don't miss that, folks. It is a fantastic retro game. A lot of fun in that. Okay, so I've fixed the station now, and I've fixed the track in front of the station. And in theory, these trains will eventually unclog. So there we go. The trains are not blowing up. In locomotion, you had a lot of problems. Hey, no spoilers. This Friday, yeah, in 2 days. In 2 days, I'm going to be doing my first live stream about Settlers 3. If you want to see me doing Settlers 2, or Theme Hospital, or Cannon Fodder, or SimCity 3000, check out the other videos in that series. It's the Trips Down Memory Lane series of live streams. Well, folks, look at all this stuff that's going on. I am quite impressed. There was something else I was going to look at, and I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, the frame rate of the game. So if we go show frame rate and see how quick the game is running or not running, we can see that it does actually manage to run at full speed. And if we fast forward, the best my computer can do, 4.5 it seemed. No, there's a 4.6 there for a second. 4.6 times speed is the best my computer can do on this one. Yeah. Final save will need a fix. Yes. So, what can we say about this one? We can say that there are some very nice railway networks, including this little junction here. This is... Oh, is this one of those junctions where you can't turn right? Or left? Depends on the hand drive that you... Oh, no, it isn't. No. Yeah, some really nice rail networks, good examples of depots, obviously been well thought through. Some stations are slightly simplified, some are more complex. This is one of the more complex ones. Obviously, funny to see a big tailback. Great fun there. And, oh, some highways. Some highway in here as well. Although I'm not actually seeing any vehicles on it. What happened here? All the vehicles are gone. All the aircraft are gone. Looks like some stuff got decommissioned. So, yeah, and was there a single industry that was actually had anything done? Let's have a look. Let's go to the industries list. And we can go to sort by production. Oh, no, sort by transported, sorry. Okay, yes, so there was some oil that was transported. And engineering, oh, so there was some done. I think. Yeah, we've got stuff going from a trading post. So there is some here. Actually, you can see quite a few different bits and bobs transported. Looks like you touched around 5% of the industries. It is. There we go. Well, folks, shall we move on to the next save? And shall we all thank Thomas very much for their 100 hours of gameplay, putting in all this time and effort, and taking the time to also share it with us. Thank you very much. There is some really nice networks in here, and it's been really cool to look at. Just for fun, should we give him marks out of 10? just for fun, marks out of 10. Let's not take it too seriously. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna have to mark you down a little bit, right? I'm gonna have to mark you down a little bit because I need to leave room to do higher marks in the future. That's the only reason. And I'm gonna take 1 point off you for the massive tailback. So I'm going to say 7. But anyway, I really appreciate you taking 3,000. Okay, fair enough. 3,000. Everybody loves it. And oh, there's some little ships. Look at the little ships. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, I've got debug stuff turned on. I forgot about that. I've got debug stuff turned on. There we go. We don't want to see that. We just ignore that, folks. I need to remember to turn that off before I do tutorials. I don't want to confuse people with anything like that. That's one of the reasons why I tend to use no GRFs and use the graphics base set and things like that for tutorials, because the more you add, the more confusing it can be. Here we go. Right then, folks. Whilst the stuff's coming in for that, we'll get the wheel ready for finding out who's going to be next. So it is going to be either Gil Games' save, or is going to be Wobb's save. There we go. And whilst we're getting that set up, a quick shout out. Remember, please do like the stream and all that sort of good stuff. And we'll spin the wheel. Why not? Let's do it. Here we go. Alright. Let's find out which one we're going to be looking at next. Do you make VOD from these streams? I don't make it. They're automatically done by YouTube. You just go to the live streams channel. They're all there. Looks like we're saving Gil Games to last. Yeah, if you go to my channel page and just click the live tab, all of my live streams are there. So there we go. Definitely appreciate the modless tutorials. Yes. Especially when you're new, right? When you're new, it can be quite difficult. So, save game is made with a newer version. Wobb, yeah. You were using... Oh, please don't tell me you use a patch pack version of the game to make this. Am I going to open your game in... what version was this made? Did you play the game in? Was it beta 2? Who's it again? Wobb. Are you still here, Wobb? Because I saw you was here earlier. Yeah, JGR. That's what I meant. Sorry. Thank you, Gil Games. Patch pack. I hope you didn't use JGR. There we go. Yeah. We use classic 1995 TTD. Oh my goodness. Yes. I did a series looking at classic TT, and I really enjoyed it. Then I did TTD. No light small cut video from this streams. Oh, you mean like a highlights video from the stream? This series does have a highlight series, but and just go to my playlist, you'll find it in there. But I do not do a highlights of looking at the viewers' games. I don't know why. I just don't. But all the other stuff. Right. Nope. Yeah. Are you using any mods to be able to grow these big cities? No. We think it's a bug. Actually, the game is running with. Let me see if I can show you. Where's it gone? It's in the environment and time. So we're I can show you. Hang on a second. Where's my button? There it is. So we're using the wall clock timekeeping for Series 11, and we set it to 60 minutes, right? Which means that 1950 to the year 2050 was going to be 100 years, which then would turn into 100 hours, right? And that was the point. It was meant to be a 100-hour series. But for some reason, the wall clock doesn't scale correctly with city growth. And I don't know whether it's because of... instead of the game lasting, I think 21 hours for a standard game? Oh god, I broke my screen now. Hang on a second. No, sorry, 20. So normally the game lasts 20 hours. I don't know if it's because the game lasted 5 times longer, or if it just doesn't scale correctly with the wall clock. You're not sure if it's a growth is a bug. Time slowed down to 1/5, but the cargo production isn't slowed. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's something I think that needs looking into. Yeah. You think it's just not scaled by the time per year? I think what's happening is it's growing per period instead of per year, and you get 500 periods instead of 100 years, or something like that. Is there an option to show transparency? No, that's not it. Town names, there we go. So it says here, look. No, that's town's not growing, so that's a bad example. Here we go. So it says here that the town grows every so many seconds. So if it's growing like every 154 seconds, and we've got 100 hours of gameplay, it's going to grow a lot, right? I think the scaling for wall clock is just broken or something. But we definitely need to check it and maybe report it to the devs if there is a problem. Right?
New viewer plus subscriber. Fantastic.
Fantastic. Teller the Hunt, thank you very much for 40 months of support. That is absolutely fantastic. You know what? We seem to not have Weejobia in chat. I think they're busy at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open a new instance of OpenTTD. I was saying at the beginning of the live stream that I've got roughly 20 different instances of OpenTTD installed. This is probably a good reason why I've got that sorted out. So I'm going to try beta 3. Have I got beta 3 running? I don't know if beta 3 is going to work. We'll have a look. Might work. Okay, let's try and load the game. Let's Plays Season 11, Viewer Saves, Weejobia. There we go. Yes, it's not complaining now. It looks like they used a beta. Yes. Like a portable install? I've just got it installed many times. Let me have a quick look. I haven't got any 0 installs. I've got one. The earliest one I've got installed on this machine is 1.2. 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.4.2, 1.4.4, 1.5, 1.5.1, 5.2, 5.3. Then I've got 3 special ones from Spiff. Then 10, 11, 13B, 13 beta 2, 13 beta 2 again. And then 15 beta 1, beta 2, and beta 3. Then I've got a couple of nightly versions that we use for testing, and then this version. Crazy, right? Right then, back to where I was, because I've got it working now. So WeJub, look, I never specifically said in the rules that you shouldn't be using a different beta, right? But I should probably say that, because then it makes things a little bit difficult, eh? Yeah. Oh. We played some more PUBG games, it went well. Obviously, I was the problem. We've been doing some good PUBG games recently, and if you want to see some of the stuff that we've been doing, it's on my 3rd channel. Might Spiff turn up at the Xmas party? I don't think so. I haven't invited him. He's got other stuff on. He's very busy with other things. I know he's very busy. Yeah. Okay. I think I've just found out what the problem is. Right. Let's go. Will this button work now? Hang on a second. OBS gets confused sometimes between different versions of OpenTTD if you've got them all running at once. PUBG is dead. No, we enjoy it and it's active enough. Here we go. So, I have managed to get this up and running. I'm just going to change the notes. This is WeJub's game save, right? And as you can see here, Season 11 playthrough, started using 15 beta 1, now using 15 beta 3. Followed my run, but with a spin. I mean, yeah, you do need some bots, but it's not just bots. If you think it's all bots, you're objectively wrong, because people are playing it. Yeah. You usually say latest stable version. I know I do for, like, when I do viewers games and stuff, but anyway. So here we go. Let's have a look at a few different things. First of all, let's have a look at the company information. Yeah. Here's the company information. And we can see that there are nearly 1,000 trains, which is nice. There's over 2,500 road vehicles and loads of ships and aircraft. And, oh, look. Oh, 29 bit. Hang on. Is it just me? Or did Thomas and WeW both have 29 billion in the bank account? I am pretty sure that's exactly the same. It is the same, right? To the nearest billion, right? Oh, the other one might have been rounded up to 30. But it's really close, right? I'm not sure what you're supposed to do in PUBG. You seem to drive around and... All you seem to do is drive around and complain. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But, you know... It's about movement, it's about tactics, it's about collecting, it's about organising, and it's also about shooting, which is great fun. There's lots of videos on my 3rd channel. Right, that's weird. That is a little bit strange that it's so similar. Let's have a look at some of the other stats and see if they're the same. So, world population. Now the world population here is a lot smaller, 6 million. Okay. So the towns haven't grown as much in this one. And aim. That's part of the shooting stuff. Yeah. You described every FPS game. No, I didn't. There is a variety of different things. Yeah. We're not going to get... I'm not going to go and explain it all, but like there are very differences. I mean, if you think every FPS game is similar, then is the same, then you probably haven't played many different FPSs. There's so many out there. Go and play Time Splitters 2. Enjoy it. Do the campaign. Right then. Yes. So look at this. Here we go. There are a lot of towns and stuff. So in theory, I started somewhere over here. And you can see that there's a station in a similar place. And then down here, yeah, there's another station there. This one's got a lot of tunnels under a city. Hey, egg. Let's have a look at the world map. Let's turn town names off because it just gets too busy. Okay, interesting. So you can see some similarities here, right? So I had a main line going here. There is one there. I had a main line going like this. And there is one there as well. I connected those up. That connection's there. This connection's there. I did a line down here. Oh, right. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, but what I can also see is you haven't just copied. There is one main line here that I did that's missing, and you've done the line all the way around the edge of the world. But you've definitely put your own spin on this. You can come down here to this main line and see one of the main differences here is just like having the separation between the tracks does allow various different ways of connecting things up. There is, I think, a pretty mad junction over here. Oh, and there's a river going through it with boats. There we go. Lots of things going through there with boats. That was your cat typing. I don't have a cat to type for me. I have to do all my typing myself. Using the British station set for the stations. That's nice to see. And are we doing a lot of industry? Let's have a look at the industry list. Okay. And if we sort it by transported, 100% transported of engineering supplies over here. That's an achievement. It's gung-ho as well. Fantastic. Look at that. And then this coffee estate's 100%. This fruit plantation's 100%. Wow. You've got 100% in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is that 15 or 16 industries? That is fantastic. And if we go up a little bit, we can find out roughly how many industries you got involved with. I would say that's around 8%. Quite a few industries there. Cool junction. Yeah, cool stuff going on here. We've got some monorail. Have we still got any diesel lying around? There's a lot of maglev. And there's a lot of junctions on the maglev as well. I'll make some labels next time. You're a noob when it comes to gaming communities. That's okay. Season 11, I think I pretty much said there was pretty much no rules, so don't worry about it. More like 4 to 5%. It was definitely less than the last one. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is apparently the Cadbury's chocolate factory. There's a food processing plant. Oh, you've done some naming? Oh, please don't tell me you renamed everything. No. It doesn't look like you've gone around and absolutely renamed everything. You have managed to keep some of the... Oh, you had the problem with the industry and the vac tube. Oh, I had that problem as well, but I don't think it caused me the biggest issues. Where did that... that industry used to be on the coast. You can see where it used to be on the coast, like where the coastline goes like this. And you've had to go around it and then do a channel for the ships as well. Oh dear. What's that? What's this doing? It's a passenger station? What is that vehicle? Look at this. These little tiny vac pods with a capacity of 10. I don't remember seeing them in my Let's Play. I don't remember seeing them at all. Let's group them by shared orders. Ah, yes. It looks like there's a clockwise and an anti-clockwise group. 40 each way. Not got to this tech before. Going to try in a game when I get some time. Jebulous. You got to remember that this is a mod. Okay, so you will need probably the vac tube mod, one of the vac tube mods, and you will need the hover buses, I think it is. There's the Vactrain set and the hover vehicle set. I think there's a newer Vactrain set now. 1,200 mile per small pod. Turn the people into soup. It depends on the acceleration, right? Like, the max speed isn't the problem. It's the acceleration that's the issue. This one is going here. Like, we can check out this one. It's hurtling along across the world at 1,200 mile an hour. Look at that. It's going right up against the edge of the void. Guaranteed void at the end. Yeah, you don't really want that. I wonder if it is going to get to a station soon, though. Oh, there's... Oh, wow. Did it just stop at that corner? It seemed to decelerate very quickly. We got Open RCT2 in OpenTTD. Yeah, in a form. In a sense. I mean, for that, you really want to have a look at locomotion. I made a video about that recently. It was the video where I called it The Child of Two Giants. It's actually out yesterday. So the more of you who jump on that video whilst it's fresh, the more YouTube will show it to people who aren't in my community. So go give it a look. Make sure you get plenty of watch time on it. And hopefully you enjoy it. Yes. Okay, so we've looked at the finances. The money is a bit weird. The in terms of, like, it was the same as the last one. The towns have grown substantially, but not as much as the previous. Not as much as the previous. Let's get rid of these station names so it makes it a little bit easier to see what's going on. Now, let's have a look at some of these networks. Can we find any big problems? Oh, there's some vehicles here doing some transfers. I really like this station where it's basically in two parts. What on earth is going on here, though? It looks like the vehicles are bringing stuff from one... Oh, right, okay. So it looks like there's some sort of transfer service where vehicles are picking up the stuff, moving it across to this one, and then it goes here. Imagine taking a 45-degree corner with 150 mile an hour. Yeah, I don't think it slows down either. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Yeah, it didn't. I don't think it slowed down around that corner. It went down to 38 mile an hour when it was going in and out of the depot, though. Here it is. We've got trains absolutely... Oh, yeah, okay. We've got a bit of a backlog. What's good? Oh, wow. I think one of them might have just broke down. But they are just whipping through this corner. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They are not slowing down for this corner at all. I wonder what the G-force is. To immediately turn a 45-degree turn in a train. Somebody should work that out. Look at these station designs, by the way. This is really good. I mean, I don't know if it works really good, but it looks really good. You've got an in and an out, and then a way for the vehicles to be able to get to everywhere in a square. And I like the fact that there's a nice little square there. It looks like we've got quite a few vehicles coming in now, and it looks like they're mostly filling up the nearby two options, but then spreading out to others. It certainly seems overkill, right? It does certainly seem like it's overkill. But it certainly looks nice, right? There's a bit more of a simpler one. You can see you've got the in the middle and the two outs on the outside. We've got a couple of airports here. Both are one doing engineering supplies and one doing farm supplies. That's a good way of doing it. I like that way of doing it. Lots of road network stuff going on here. So I didn't get this much road network in my game. But it's really good to see, especially with it flowing quite well here. Interestingly, though, this junction is probably not the best. Like, there should be some sort of bridge, maybe? But then again, like, it is a side road next to what appears to be a highway. I don't know. These junctions seem to be doing okay. And then it kind of gets busy over here. But there's no pile-ups. There's no massive queues. It's all working very nicely and flowing very good. I like that. If the turn... that's a good point. If the turn is immediate, the G-force is infinite. That is an interesting point. Yeah. Yeah, the road stuff's looking good. There are some junctions like this where they can cross the road. But that happens in real life. You know, when you've got low frequency traffic, and here you got a more high frequency one, and they've used a bridge. Fantastic. Love the road network. Did they do a big massive road network down the side of the world? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So they've got 2 roads coming in around this town, and they've kept the roads a block apart. That's a good idea, because then when you get to a town, you can just connect straight into the town like this. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There, like that. See? The town doesn't necessarily get in the way. You just go straight down one way and straight down the other way. You don't need one-way signs because it's just natural for the vehicles to do it. They're just going to go through the town. Looks like there's some bypasses here, though, with some tunnels. Although most of the vehicles seem to be just ignoring the tunnels. In fact, all of the vehicles seem to be ignoring the tunnels, right? Yes. Oh, so we've got some fast aircraft. Where's that going? Not sure. G would indeed be infinite as time is equal to 0. Yes. You're not sure infinite G is possible. Yeah, exactly, that's the point. Like, the time can't be 0. Welcome to OpenTTD. Indeed. Are there loads of ferries going around here? No, there aren't. Right, okay, so we've had a look at the world map. That's pretty cool. Looks like a really nice rail network. Oh, that reminds me, actually. If you're interested in a t-shirt that has a rail network on it, I'm actually not wearing mine tonight, so I can show you guys. Because I've struggled to show you when I'm wearing it. Right? This was I don't know if it's limited edition, but we've done one run of this. This is my network. Where's the lighting on that? There we are. My Network 36 t-shirt. I really like it. It's great fun, and it was made during the 36th viewers game. And I do have 5 left. That's it. When they're gone, they're gone. That's the whole stock. Disappeared, right? So if you want to check it out, go to my website and go to the store page and have a look, okay? Because when they're gone, all right? Now, if you're not interested in the t-shirt, that's fine, but there are going to be some potential special offers in the store in time for my big live stream in December. So keep an eye out for that, okay, folks? There's your early warning system. Okay. What are we doing now? I have no idea what we're doing now. I suppose you could say the radius of the corner is a square. Or, I mean, it does seem to be an infinitesimally small point. Not quite sure. But there is some good networks in here. There's some off-the-line depots. I've not done them like that myself before. That's a nice way of doing it. That works quite nicely. And so far, we haven't been able to actually get in and find any traffic jams, have we? We don't know the size of a tile, though. I mean, there is tile information about when you're going up in height. So if you get a piece of rail like this, it tells you it goes up 50 meters, but it doesn't actually tell you the length of the tile, right? So you can measure the tile from the speed, and I made a video about that, but it all falls apart. So the way that I like to try and do it is measure it based on the football pitches in the game. So if we can try and find a football stadium, which is going to be quite difficult with this graphics set, because I'm not even sure they're in. Or if they are in... Oh, here we go, look, right. So the length of a football pitch appears to be 2 squares, right? And that one appears to be rugby rather than football, right? So find out how long a rugby pitch is, divide it by 2. That's a square, according to the building. So even with a 1 second 45-degree turn at 1,240 miles an hour, the subject in the train would be about 45 G. That's a lot of G. And there's a lot of money coming in as well. well-made network. And one of the things that I really like about this, well, there's the alcohol line by the looks of it. Jebulus, night all. All right, Jebulus, take care. So one of the things that I like about this Let's Play is that they've roughly followed what I've done, but done it in their own way or made it better. So it's nice to see a different take on something similar. Like, for example, the vac tube goes around the edge of the world, yes, but also like there's a different station here and stuff. I suppose this is also an opportunity to briefly talk about version 15 and some of the changes that you might find. For example, you can see here that all of these lights are green. Yeah? Except when there is like a junction directly ahead of it and then it changes and stuff. Do they have a heritage line? Oh, let's have a look. Let's find out if there's a... Oh, that's another thing with version 15. By default, when you click on these buttons at the top, they don't do anything. You have to click on the thing that pops up. So it's basically to help people that when you click on the map, it brings up the menu, and then you have to click what you want. I think by default, if there's only one option, it should automatically pop that option up. If there's more than one option, then it should stick. Oh, can we talk to the devs about this? Anyway, for the next season, you should make a goal list and at the start, and then you can compare your viewer solution. We already have season 12's already started, where we've gone 4 episodes in. Yeah, you can turn it off though. There is a game setting. There is a game setting for it, which they moved to the options. Right, so there's no such thing as settings anymore in version 15. There's general, graphics, sound, social in the game options, and then advanced. And advanced is basically the settings. Right, they've moved the settings and put it inside the game options, which I agree with. But I don't know what the option is at the top there. Expand all. Boop. Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's have a look to see. Oh, look, they've used groups. It's not very often you see people using groups for their trains. Very often, shared orders does the job, right? So let's see. Let's sort by model or age. Doesn't look like they have a heritage line. Oh, these trains are stuck by the looks of it. Oh, there's a mistake. We managed to find a mistake. Oh, it's always a good bit of fun when we find a little mistake. So yes, in this one it looks like there was a misclick and we have part of the network upgraded where it doesn't want to be. You know what? I'm going to be kind. I'm going to fix that for you. There you go. There we are. There's a little oopsie. It's always fun when you find a little oopsie. Order sort by speed. Yeah, we can do that. We can sort by speed. So yeah, you're actually getting a bit of a sneak preview of version 15 from me here. Sort by at maximum speed. So these ones are obviously the fastest ones. They're the anti-clockwise passenger service on the vac tube. And these ones are the slowest ones. And there's no heritage railway. No heritage railway at all there. But that's fine. It's okay. Really good to see. I want to see what the ships are like. Let's have a look at the ships. Right then, here we go. Let's group by shared orders. So there's one ship with one order in by itself. It's probably just a misclick, right? Any signs? Oh, right, from the sign list? I think there's nothing of too much. Diamond Mine, Forest 4 apparently. Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of trains. Let's have a look at the ships. So, we've got some ships in groups of like 2, which tends to make sense for oil rigs, right? And then at the other end, we've got 50 of these passenger ships. Look at these passenger ships. Don't they look cool? Look at this. That's a cool looking passenger ship, isn't it? What are these ones? Oh, okay. I think these ones are similar to the kind that I did. Oh, they're all color-coded and stuff as well. So those ones at the top are doing passengers. These ones are doing passengers. Those ones are doing logs and timber. So logs and timber route. Let's have a look at that. Ah, yes, logs and timber. So coming in, I think, from the forests around here, all the way down the coast, and then turning left here and using this sawmill. Yeah. So it's a similar thing to what I did. What about aircraft? Any aircraft? We have got aircraft. We've got helicopters. Oh, come on. What are you using helicopters for? Okay. Sort by number of vehicles. Okay, so there's a group of vehicles here. They made 13 million last period. There's a few different vehicle types. Okay, here we go. Farm supplies. Oh, I'll let you off. That is a legitimately good thing to use helicopters for in a game like this. Right? Obviously, that one's on fire a little bit, so it's not quite the same. Oh, here's something you can do on version 15. You can use the scroll wheel whilst following a vehicle. You can't do that on version 14. It loses track of the vehicle. I think it's the same for like clicking the buttons, but there we go. 45 grams per second. That's a definitely. There's not a massive amount of aircraft, but it's nice to see a variety of stuff. Any trams? Ooh, I wonder if there's any trams, because I think we enabled trams for this playthrough, didn't we? So there are quite a few groups of vehicles. As we saw, there's a very busy vehicle network. Yep, there's some trams. Okay, so over here in this town, there's some trams. Is this where I did my trams? It's not where I did my trams. Okay. Relatively small tram network. Just a little loop. How many other trams were there then? I saw a couple of groups of trams. So there are trams where we were, and there's also some trams over here. So it looks like at some point they moved from using buses to trams. What's a major change in 15 update? You'll have to wait for my video about it. Version 15 is not finished yet, right? This is a beta version, okay? So there could be lots of diagonal bridges. Don't tease them. You're not going to... If you want diagonal bridges, you have to go play Locomotion. And you'll have to watch my video about it, right? Go watch my video about it. Diagonal bridges in that. And you can put signals on bridges. Might be worth a look. Might be worth a look. Some say it's better in every way. I don't. It's very good. I liked it. Right then, what we didn't look at last time was the detailed performance rating, but it's probably going to be 900. Yep, there we go. 900. It's always 900, right? If you're relatively good at OpenTTD, it's always 900. You watch after the stream. Yeah, definitely watch that video. Yep. If you like Transport Tycoon or OpenTTD, or if you like Open RCT or Roller Coaster Tycoon and that, definitely check it out. So, yeah, detailed performance rating at 900. It's nearly always 900 because of this one. Minimum profit on the vehicles. Yeah, probably the buses, but nothing you can do about it. Not really. It might be also the ships. Let's have a quick look. So if we get by ships, we ungroup and sort by profit last period. There you go, look. There's quite a few ships that are not making much money this period, right? But what you got to remember is that these ships might only pay off like every other period, or maybe once in every 3, and they pay a lot more. And overall, they are profitable, but they're just not profitable all the time. Open Loco, yes. So you do need the original game to be able to play Open Loco at the moment. Back in September, the Open Loco project reached a milestone where they completely finished rewriting all of the game code for Open Loco over the top of Locomotion. So the Open Loco doesn't rely on any of the game code from Locomotion anymore. So they've reached that milestone. It's still needed for the sound and graphics, and they're working on like open source versions of that. Apparently, it's going quite well. Apparently, a lot of the team from OpenRCT are on the OpenLoco team. You just like your voice. My voice? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, some people like my voice. Right then. Well, I've enjoyed having a good look at this one. And we did manage to find a little problem. So there's a little win, eh? There's just a little win. I can't think of any stats we might have missed. Obviously, finances is something that we could look at. But there's a lot of money, and the loan's paid off. The tram sucked for growing the town. I think because when you're growing a town, all you want is a lot of quick vehicles. You don't want a station to miss not being serviced, because that's what stops the town from growing, not so much. OpenRCT is now working on adding its own bundle of campaign scenarios. Yeah, OpenRCT is expired. Are you an OpenTTD dev? No, but I have devved some scripts for it. There is a series of live streams on this channel, which are going to be moving over to my Variety channel. And I finished a script today, actually. I finished a script called Stats Tracker, I think. And there's a link to my GitHub in my link tree and on my website, if you want to take a look at the scripts that I've got. Okay, so I think it's time for a bit of fun and to give this one a score out of 10.
I'm at least 98.3% sure I'm not an OpenTTD dev.
See, on one side of things, the other one that we did had bigger cities, which was very impressive. It had a lot of impressive networks. This one, again, impressive networks, but also an impressive road network, and still good money, but it didn't grow the cities as much. And they kind of followed my kind of path of how I went through my Let's Play, but also put their own spin on it, which was really nice. Lewis, no, it's not done in Lure, it's done in Squirrel. Yeah, if you're really interested, you can go watch my live streams. But I do warn you, it's not tutorial. I started those live streams knowing nothing at all. So maybe don't. Yes. Oh, also, for those of you who missed it at the beginning of the live stream, we're not doing Monday nights Factorio on the second channel. We are going to be doing a recording, and that recording is using one of my new scripts that I haven't released. So feel free to check that out. Let's do some scoring out of 10 for this one. I think I would give this one potentially an 8, but we did find a train that was stuck, so I'm going to have to dock points for that. We'll give this one a 7 as well. Ooh, 2 7s, controversial, Hellish. Maybe controversial. I'm not telling people what the script's going to be about for Monday. You're just going to have to turn up and take part and find out. Or wait for the video if you don't meet the requirements. All the information's on the Discord, okay? Did you ever have a try at building an industry set, for example, 140 industry? We are going to be looking at doing a industry set as a community. So we have a thread for that on my Discord, and we're going to have a look. Will there be a holiday TTD special this year? What sort of special? I've got a live stream on December the 13th where we'll be having a public open TTD game. So be there on December the 13th, starting from 3 o'clock UK time. Let's move on then. Let's move on to the last submission. So I have to actually exit OpenTTD now to go back to the correct version of the game. Thank you, WeW. You have an idea and would love learning that? I'll join the Discord. Yeah, get on the Discord. In the Discord, there is a channel called... Where's it gone? I've lost it. It's called the OpenTTD Mod Dev channel. And in there, we start threads on... We try and have one thread for each different thing that we're working on. So there's the Master Hellish Stat Tracker script, and there's a thread in there for the Hellish Industry Set New GRF. Okay, so we're going to be trying to do that. Version 15. Version 15 is kind of on its way. I'll do a video about version 15 when it comes out, so make sure you're subscribed. with all the notifications, yeah? Right. Now it's time for Gil Games. I would say I've saved the best till last. But I'm not going to make a judgment on which one is or isn't the best. So we have no idea. Right. This one is called Daily Coffee. So let's load that up. Right. And that looks like it's worked. Bear with me a second. I just need to get... Where's it gone? Let's get your name in the corner of the screen as we jump over Gil Games. So here we go. And we can see for Series 11 I said no rules. And yes, that's pretty good. Version 15 will drop the same day as GTA 6. No, it won't. GTA 7 is going to be ready before GTA 6, so don't worry about that. I did say no rules. And so breakdowns has been turned off. They've added the nut set, lenient cities, extra station spread. Important places have been signposted. Many more for me to discover. Yeah. There we go. No breakdowns. Classic girl. Indeed, chat. Indeed. So, should we start with looking at a few stats and things? Let's have a look here. So here's the Daily Coffee Company. We can see there's exactly 5,000 trains. The maximum trains you can have in a game. Oh my goodness, Gil. You have absolutely smashed it with the number of trains. We can see that the company value is 81 billion. 81 billion. Yeah, I've noticed in the OpenTTD community, there are certain groups of people who are very passionate about certain things and very vocal about it. And because those people are very vocal and passionate about the thing that they like or the thing that they do, it gives their appearance that they're a bigger part of the community than what they are. So you have to be careful when you're looking at what people are saying and the feelings of people, because sometimes you can get the wrong impression. So just using it as a random example, like you hear a lot of people saying, oh, turn breakdowns off, we don't play with breakdowns, right? Yeah, the loud minority. But what you got to remember is that those people are very passionate about that and they're quite vocal about that. And when you look at the numbers, the actual stats and statistics, it's actually much smaller than it feels like. But that happens in a lot of spaces with a lot of things. It's just a good thing to be aware of and a good thing to keep an eye out for. So, yes, we can see that there's a lot of infrastructure pieces gone in here. 400 ships and loads of road vehicles. I wonder what the rate of the game runs at. Oh, we didn't test the last one. I forgot. Oh, I'm going to do it quickly and just tell you. I'm pretty sure I still have it here. Okay, hang on a second. I'm just going to quickly jump back into Beta 15. You guys probably won't see this, I don't think it will work. No, it's not working. Okay, you just have to bear with me a second. Let me load that up. You're excited to see Gil stuff. We're going to have a good look at that in a minute. Season 11, viewer saves, we jump, yeah. After 100 hours of gameplay. Right, unpause the game and show the frame rate, zoom right in, unpause and fast forward. Okay, so the speed factor on this one is 1.6, where in the last one I think we got up to 4.6. So on the first game save, the game was running at 4.6. On this one that we looked at just a moment ago, it's running at 1.6. Now let me close that and come back to what you guys are seeing. Let's try this one. So we're going to go frame rate. We're going to unpause and fast forward. Okay, 1.4. There's a 1.5 in there. So this one's running pretty much the same as the last one we see. Yeah. So let's have a look. We've had a look at the company details. 81 million in the bank account. There's the finances. You can see millions are coming in from all of those 5,000 trains. So many trains. And let's see, high score table. No, not high score table. That's not what I want. I want to see the detailed performance rating. Of course. It's 900. It was 3 to 4 for you. Yeah, I mean, I've got lots of other things running at the same time, and every system's different, isn't it? Okay, I guess you sign things up well. I know you do, so we'll have a little look at it. Oh, then are they numbered? Some of them are numbered. Okay, let's start here. The highway. So what we got here? The highway. Oh, let's have a quick look at the world map. Oh yes. Okay. So lots of network. Oh, 0.3. Oh, sorry, I missed the point. I thought you were just saying. Oh, okay. So it's running about 4.5 times faster at the moment for me. Wow. But yes, if we have a look here, you can see once again the world is mostly city. I don't know what that is. I want to see what this is. What's this, girl? What on earth? This is the roller coaster. Oh, nice one. Where are they going? Are they actually going any? Are the people on that ride? So look at this. No, it's empty. And all the vehicles just making negative money. Yes. yes, they are. They're all just in the negatives. That's fun. Nice little roller coaster. We're going to have to ride the roller coaster though, aren't we? Here we go. We're riding Gil Games' roller coaster. It is a little bit like a roller coaster, isn't it? I bet if you were doing something in locomotion, you could make it a little bit more roller coaster like, with the kind of the curves and the bridges and all that sort of thing. Maybe that's an interesting challenge. How much of a roller coaster can you make in locomotion? Flomwood roller coaster 1 looks too intense for me. Oh, I love that reference. Hilarious, fantastic. If it's if I have a hobby, it's okay to spend money on it. I'm not quite sure what's going on about that, but yes. I just realised also we was in fast forward mode. So well, let's go back to that world map. Yes, lots of things to look at here. The world is very covered. Let's have a look at the population. 18 million in population. That is very big. Biggest city is roughly 250,000 in size. Now look at that. So, now compared to the first game we looked at, these cities are a bit smaller, but it appears more of the cities are grown. Oh, we've got a bit of a highway here. Look at this highway. That's a nice highway. It looks very smart, doesn't it? Is it because the town tiles are different? Is there a different graphics set going on here? What's going on? Game options, graphics. No, I'm looking at it using the OpenGFX. And if we look at your new GRF settings, you have added nuts, but then I think that's it, right? Yeah, you've kept the rest. Nuts is something I really need to look at some point. It is on my to-do list, I think. I think it's on my OpenTTD to-do list. Look at this. Now, where are those small towns? So there was... Oh, here we go. So this was one of the smallest towns in the game, I think. And it looks like you've connected it up. Where was the other one? The other one was, I think, here? Yeah, that hill. It looks like you've expanded it. Yeah. Daily Coffee owns most of this. What's nuts? I'll show you. Look at the GRF settings, and we click nuts. We have a look at the README. It says here, nuts, unrealistic train set, is hoping to extend OpenTTD gameplay. Let's wrap the text. To the fullest, attempting to offer many various trains as possible, also making the game fun when playing a normal, chronologically going game. Also by adding various utility features like universal rails, universal wagons, engine flipping, and logistics engines. Yes. Nuts is a cargo type if furs if nuts. You could say nuts is to trains as furs is to industries. I think that could potentially be... You know what? There's a section here about reporting bugs, and I haven't got that in any of my stuff. I'm going to make a note about that. We've got nothing about bug reporting in any of my code. And there we go. Bug reporting. Underline that. Right. So we got distracted there. Let's go back to the sign list. Alright. So apparently there's a highway. I don't know if... Oh, hang on. There's a road highway. So is this the road highway that starts here? Yeah, look at that. Goes all the way down the side of the coast here through these towns. It's not just put roads in the towns. He's deleted all the stuff around there. Put signs in to create a verge. There's bridges across and junctions. There's a sign there. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Indeed. Where does... Oh, this highway goes all over the place. Very neat highway. I like it. It's a long one. Very long. Wow, it's longer than I thought. I was expecting it was going to be. Yeah, OpenTTD Corp is long gone, yeah. Very good highway. Definitely. Oh, God, it's still going. Oh, it's this highway that comes all the way through here. Wow, where does it go? Is it still going here? Yeah, it's still going there. Gil, does it go all the way around the world? Oh, my goodness. It looks like it goes all the way around the world. I'm just scrolling along highway here. Oh, I think that might be it. Oh, yeah, highway stop. Is this just a 100-year game? It is a 100-year game, but it's got mods in it. And we changed it so 1 year was 1 hour. So it's a 100-hour game. It's 5 times longer than the normal game of OpenTTD. Right, there was a food hub over here. We get our first proper look at the way that some of these trains are working in Gil's game. Cargo being taken away on these trains as they merge in this junction here. What is... Oh, no, hang on a minute. That's a flour mill. Nearly 3,000 tons of food being created at a flour mill. Yeah, so... I don't think I put Season 11 on my website, did I? Season 10's on the website. Season 11 isn't. Season 12 is. Oh, it should be in the details of the live stream, right? Yeah, okay. So, if you want to play along, there's links, there's a list of mods used, and there's some information about OpenTTD in the description of the live stream. Right, okay, cool. There's a coffee export place. So it looks like this is a lot of stuff all coming down to one place. There's a coffee hub, of course, for the company called Daily Coffee. It needs to be in there. And is it this creating the coffee? Where's the coffee going? No. Why is it a coffee hub? Where's the industry? What's that? That's a general store. That's a hardware store. I think I'm missing something here. How is this a coffee hub? This does accept coffee. Is that the reason? Is this where the coffee comes into? It does seem to be that's the case. This is where the coffee comes in. Ah, I see. And then there's a HQ over here. Where's the HQ? There's the HQ. Nice use of the Industry Stations Renewal set there to do a nice little design. Got some depots and things, making it look good. See, it's the time and effort that people put into this that really astonishes me sometimes. But then, like, the amount of time I put into OpenTTD astonishes me sometimes as well. Right, Coffee Junction here. Look at these junctions that Gil Games puts in. Lots of trains going absolutely all over the place. What's this? Boats only. Is this just like a boats only area? Yes. This is a boats only island. That's an interesting way of doing it. Like saying I'm only going to do boats around here. But there's another boats only section here. And then another one over here. Which is, oh well, you've got an airport on the end. So I'm not entirely sure whether that's boats only or not. There are aircraft there. You've got a copper hub. See, this was obviously here way before the city was. So the city's grown and is sprawling beyond the realms of the railway. And you can see here, this, I like this station design. This is a station design that I've been meaning to have a go at myself. You might not be able to see it very easily, but there is a 3-track platform there, right? And there's 2 platforms here and 2 platforms here, right? And then there's a through track as well, right? So it looks to me, and please do correct me if I'm wrong, the first 4 platforms are used for like picking up and dropping off. But if they're busy, the train will go straight through and go into the next set of platforms. And that doesn't block the other 4 because they can go around it. Right? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But it is definitely impressive. Definitely impressive. Where's my button? There's my button. It's quite cool. You got your timber yard. Look at all these. Loads of platforms there with everything building up, coming in and out. I like the colour schemes that you've got going on. Obviously, with your trains, you've used groups. There's your groupings. Have you coloured scheme based on what they're carrying? So chemicals is purple. Clay looks like it's some sort of gold. Coffee, maybe grey. Yeah, some of these are coloured. That's not, rubber is green by the looks of it. Sand is like purple. Supplies is red. Yeah. Are these the ISR stations? Or is it part of... Yeah, these are the ISR stations, aren't they? Yeah. Very nice. Right. A messy multi-line crossing. Yes, there is a lot of lines crossing here. You can also see that one of the things that Gil's done is that he has a single track line coming in on one side of a set of bridges, and then there's 3 separate bridges where the train can choose to go over, sorry. And importantly, then the line on the other side where they merge is on the opposite side to the line where they split. Okay, so they split on this side and they merge on that side, and that means that every single one of these bridges has the same length, and it does. Yeah, come on. That's just cargo. You didn't colour anything. Ah, right. Okay, fair enough. That is the right way to do high throughput bridges. Right, the terrible, the Vactrain. Oh, you did a Vactrain around the world as well. Is it all the way around the world? It looks like it might be. You didn't do it right up against the edge. Is that a terminus? Oh, okay. So you didn't go all the way around, but you've gone right round the edge there, and around that edge, and you've gone to here. So you've gone roughly 60-70% around the edge of the world. Where's the vehicle button? There we go. Look at the vehicle. Oh wow, this is a good view. Look at this. So you can see here the trail of yellow dots. They're Gil's vehicles. So this might be the highway that snakes all the way through the world. Maybe it goes over here as well, but you can certainly see there's a high concentration of vehicles, the yellow dots, all the way around there. There's a few vehicles around here as well, but there's a high concentration in a line. And you can see, look at all these red lines. Each of these red lines is a train, and there's some pretty big junctions and things going on with these train lines. And you can just see there's so many of them. This can actually be a good way to check for traffic jams on this view, by the way. But let's go have a look over here, because there's a lot going on over there. Right. So this area here, it's not backed up at all. There's a little bit of slowdown in some places, but it's just busy. There's just loads of trains flowing through. One of the reasons why Gil's got so many trains is he's got lots of shorter trains, which can be more efficient, especially if you're not playing with breakdowns turned on. Now, if you're playing with breakdowns turned on, you might want to do it differently, and there's different styles of gameplay. Yeah, this should have been an upgrade, but nah. Yeah, look at this. We got that cool little station design in again, with platforms and a through line. Although here there's a bit of a slowdown on the merges, just because the throughput is just so crazy. There's lots going on. This is a junction where I think there's only really the option to turn right from one direction. The rest are just normal directions. So much going on in this save. Lots of different railway routes. I mean, even if this style of gameplay isn't your thing, it's still so cool to see this and to kind of drink it in, right? That station is big enough, it needs breakdowns off. Well, some things can be done with breakdowns on, some things that can't. And it depends whether you're the sort of person that like gets satisfaction from overcoming that sort of challenge, or whether you get annoyed that that obstacle's just in your way and it's stopping you from doing other things. Right, well, we've got a bulk terminal down here. That's a pretty cool bulk terminal. How many different stations is that? It is 2 different stations. And what on earth is this? The sky float for the ships. Okay, so the ships are going over the rail network. Quite a big one. See, that's another thing. With ships and road vehicles, it's so much better than trains when you do big long bridges or big long tunnels. Ships, obviously, they can go through each other as well, so that's an advantage. But if you try to do a big long bridge with a train, and you can't put signals on it, and you just end up with it being really bad for throughput. Your 5,000th train is... Oh! It's a train museum. You've put your 5,000 trains here, stopped. It's not doing anything, but number 5,000. That is quite an achievement. I don't think we've seen 5,000 trains in one of our games of OpenTTD before. And let's see. So there is a sign down here, but I think that's just an unused sign. And there we go. So we've gone through the sign list. We've found a few extra things. We found the roller coaster. We've seen that it has an amazing bank balance and world population. And of course, there's lots of really good junctions in here. Now, I think if I remember correctly, Gil, you did even more junctions in your Let's Play of Series 10. There seems to be a lot more kind of one-to-one lines in this one. But not always. Like, there seems to be a mix, right? You could go for less breakdowns. You know what? I would like a setting that is between the reduced breakdowns and no breakdowns. Just like slightly more reduced. I missed a few things. Okay, we're gonna have a quick look round, see if we can spot anything. Obviously, Train 5000 was quite cool. Let me patch it for you. Yeah, it's an open source game. I'm not sure if the developers want another breakdown setting in there, but let's see if we can find anything in particular in this game save. While I'm having a hunt around, why don't you give Gil marks out of 10, just for fun, eh? Go for it. Oh, here there's a load of depots, even though breakdowns have been turned off. I think that might be for just adding trains. I'm not 100% sure. Or maybe you turn breakdowns off part way. Or maybe you just lost your senses. Let's have a look at the map of the world and see if we can find that other coaster. Let's go to... Is it this view? No. This view? No. This view? Oh, I think I've... What's this? Here, it looks like we've found the other roller coaster. So, oh my goodness, there's more. There's a boat ride as well. So, you can see we're going around with some boats. Are these boats articulated? Oh my goodness, that's weird. Are these from Shark? I don't remember articulated boats. There's a front and back on a boat. I am in the ocean. Wet. What's that all about? The depots are a buffer. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. It's nice to see a little boat ride. Oh my goodness, look at this. We're going to have to ride this coaster. Here's the start. We've got a train pulling into the start. Here we go. So we got another little coaster here. You don't think there's a... You think there's a not real boats? Oh, okay. Oh, it's a nuts boat. Okay. So we're going up the track. We've got to go over a big bridge. They're trains? Really? I'll have a closer look at them in a minute. We're just riding this roller coaster at the moment. Oh, you need to put our arms in the air and go, yay! We do indeed. Yeah. Where's the photo section? Good question. That's a very good question. So what do we think, folks? Marks out of 10 for Gil's game. You know what? I was tempted to say 10 out of 10. But then you added these roller coasters, and I think that deserves an extra mark. That would make it 11 out of 10. But the problem is that you turned off breakdowns, so I've got to remove 4 marks for that, which makes it 7 out of 10. The roller coasters are fantastic. I'm glad you added them, Gil. Yeah. You think it's trains? Oh, it's nuts trains. Oh, yeah. Wet rails. I'm not quite sure what that is. There's some sort of... There's a fence that goes round. And it is like partially a fence. I think it's partially been converted. There's more fence around there. Very good. Very good, Gil. Oh, here we go. Here's a bit more of a networky part of that. Oh, we did look at this bit earlier. Nuts is really nuts. Yes. Like I said, it's one of the things I'm pretty sure I've got on my list. Let me double check my lists now. I've definitely got a list of things I need to check out in OpenTTD. So, one of the things I'm going to look into is some more complete graphics sets. We're going to have a look at patched OpenTTD one day. Maybe we'll have a look at chip stations. There is a cargo type feature that I want to have a quick look at. Yeti, Nuts, Silicon Valley, the Apollo rocket industry set. There's a few other sets and things in there, so it's all in there. 81 out of 10. Oh dear. Yes, there's a lot on my to-do list still, folks. My general to-do list has actually gone down over the course of the year. A nice bit. People are saying like 10.5 out of 10, 11 out of 10. Yeah. You've been really liking the Iron Horse in Season 12. Yeah. It's an interesting set, isn't it? Well, folks, that is actually going to draw a close to tonight's proceedings. Just remember those very important things. OpenTTD multiplayer public game, December the 13th. Make sure you come along to that. And next week, on Monday the 17th, we've got an OpenTTD recording session on the Discord. Come along, have a look at that, get involved. Of course, yes, Gil Games indeed has a channel where you can check out more if you want to. And there was something else that was really important, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, if you want to and you want to see more of my stuff, check out the third channel. Links are of course at the bottom of my website, on my link tree, and all over the place. If you want to get involved with the OpenTTD mod dev in my community, that's also on the Discord. And remember, if you've enjoyed tonight's live stream, do please give it a like. But thank you very much, everybody, for coming along. Thank you so much to everybody who took part in Season 11. It's been brilliant seeing your progress, seeing your game saves. I really appreciate you guys submitting them. And I look forward to seeing what we do in Season 12. So for me, that's going to be all for tonight on the Wednesday night. Come along on Friday. On Friday, in 2 days, we are going to be taking a look at Settlers 3, a game I played a lot in my younger years. But from me, for now, thank you, good night, goodbye.